Monterona. Okay. Seems like another chill game. TikTok. Of course, we're gonna go to TikTok Fest. Alright. Cute artsy style. Art style that it got there. Full screen. Yes, yes. Sure. Audio wise, we'll take it down a bit. Right around there. Oh, there's hotkeys. Building pavements. Alt +1. Oh god. Is this a German game? It's gotta be a German game. It's gotta be a German game, right? Right. It has to be. No, it doesn't seem to be. At least European, for sure. Anyways, there's a tutorial. Hi, my parents don't usually like imaginary friends, but you seem different. Let me show you around. I can move the camera like this, rotate it, and do this, and zoom. Okay, I gotcha. Okay. I think a cute little houses, twisting streets, green lawns, and beautiful rivers everywhere. So let's try to build some. Okay. That's nice. And I can rotate it like this. Grandma tells me fascinating stories about her hometown. Every little detail on the street. Speaking of details, you can find decorations in this tab. Zoom in to see them better. You can rotate them by clicking. Yeah, that's pretty self-explanatory. And you can also drag them to make them bigger or smaller. It's all in your imagination. Alright, so if I... Okay. Also, objects adapt to where you place them and become trees, and depending on what it is. Try to find all 30 plus objects I've prepared for you in this demo. Oh, and if you find, if you see this button, it means prepared several variations of an object for you. Okay. I got it. And Grandma has also many friends. You can add them to the scene. And you can change their emotions by pressing that button as well. What else? You lower the camera. Click on the sky and drag the cursor. Sure. Or use walking mode to stretch your legs. Grandma once told me she used to write many letters, so I like to imagine that these stories she tells are letters from her. Oh, that's sweet. Click on the icon to finish the tutorial and read the first letter. Okay. We're still constructing something, so we can add a bit of water over here. Basically, all the way there, and then have a bit of greenery all surrounding this side of the houses. And that a little path into town. There you go. There's no door though. But it neatly adapts to the whole thing. Although this is not good. We're locking someone in. That makes no sense. And then the rest of this can also be lots of greenery. And can we have like a single thing like inside that is like a water puddle? If I close this, like... Yeah, doesn't look too bad. And then these I can change, right? I can make them bigger, like trees. Okay. And I can place them wherever. Okay. And you can change the emotions. The happy, the angry. Let's just make an angry scene. They're all angry. They're all fighting. Nope, she's in love. Okay. And you can change what does this do? Okay, so it's either a table or a chair. And can add like a gonna add a second street lamp over here, and then maybe this way we can add like an actual lamp. And underneath that is also like a table looking out onto the water that's right next to the... This is super realistic. Because they're all stranded on an island here, right? They're all stranded. They're never getting out. This is basically the end of Before Midnight. There we go. Rotate that this way. This chair's a bit far away. How do I change existing ones? Alright. I feel like I get the gist of it. Yeah. I didn't really see something that was like super fun about doing that. For me personally, I can see where a lot of people get joy out of it, but I thought there weren't like that many variation. Amigo Caro, do you want to hear some rumors? It's about my dear friend Rosa, who lives in the middle of Via Brosetta Street. There are 3 cute houses on her side of the street and a small garden behind them. A couple of years ago, she even planted a tree in this garden and named it Giuseppe. Typical Rosa. So what am I about it? Rosa likes to take a nap during the day. Who doesn't? And yesterday she found out that her granddaughter Luisa rides a scooter when Rosa sleeps. She should have heard how Rosa was not happy with that. Although maybe you shouldn't. Anyway, next time I'll tell you about dear Pablo, the delicious pizzas he makes, and his little secret. With all the love, your Nonna. Alright, welcome to your first story. You can always read the letter again. Try to imagine a story using the tools we've learned. And also, each story has objectives and characters for you. But remember, you're in your imagination. However you want, there's no wrong answer. I mean, I would kind of like if there were like, okay, try to build a story like this. And you can have a free game mode, and if you want the story mode, you could go along with that. That would be easier for me, because like for me, my imagination is like, I don't know, I'll do fuck all. I'll just like do something random, and but I mean, yeah, I don't know. Bit of water. Nope, I didn't mean to do that. I meant to do this, and then maybe get rid of a bit of that. Get rid of the water. Water's no good. A bit of garden behind it. Like a lot of it, there's also like, I assume there's going to be a couple more building blocks. Because I feel like you need a bit more to build stuff out. I kind of like an old paved street, like just this whole town is basically in that sort of thing. And I guess you can change the houses as well, or yeah, the outsides of it. Make those tiny windows and make them big. Yeah, that's the customization you get. And there's a Vespa. You can change this as a car as well. That's crazy. The crazy thing about like these small Italian towns that like, or like French towns as well, where it's just like you can even drive here where you'd feel like, no, that might be a place where you're not allowed to drive. Alright. Maybe there could be like a tiny park. Wait, hold up. This way. And maybe we'll add like a little bit of greenery over here. And even add like a couple more bushes. And I'd add like a bench, I guess, as well. But it's also like sometimes these outside the door is just like like this, right? You have that as well sometimes. It's also a nice looking car. Alright, I feel like I'm done with this one as well. That's it for this demo. Alright, perfect. What to expect in the final game. Camera mode and previews of how others imagined the same stories. Okay. Bigger maps. Yes, that's definitely a plus. Buildings and objects customization. Terraforming, fences, stairs. Okay, yeah. That's a cool idea. Sandbox mode. Sure. So that means just like that's bigger maps, right? Then unique objects and characters for each of many stories. Yeah, I wasn't really intrigued of putting the characters under, but that might just be a me thing. And stories created by the community. Yeah, very wholesome game. There you go. It's a Vespa Town. So many Vespas. So many Vespas. All right, cool. How do I get out of it though? Ah, there we go. All right, I feel like that's a pretty sweet game. I wouldn't play it on like I wouldn't be in a rush to play it. Maybe I would even go as far as to say that it's not for me. But not to say that it's like bad or anything. I like the type of chill games that are still like Downfolk, where you still have to like do something. There's like little mini games, and here it's just like pure imagination and fantasy, and you building that. And I'm not personally too into that, so it's more of like not my thing. I still would say like there's definitely an audience for it, and I hope they expand it still. And yeah, it's gonna be a good game, gonna be good stuff.